started this channel so I could document myself rediscovering my old haunts in Minecraft and rekindling my love of the game. I wanted to go back to a simpler past to find out what exactly is holding me back in my present. Well, as you can see, that's clearly going great. I swear I tried, guys, but I got really busy with school and final exams until one afternoon when I spontaneously decided to start a new Minecraft world in Alpha Minecraft. And then I actually had to switch to 1.8 because my computer made Alpha Minecraft look like this. I created this world in order to have fun and get back into Minecraft, but I also had a secondary goal. I wanted to know what exactly my problem is with modern Minecraft. By identifying key differences between older versions and newer versions, I wanted to find out what exactly is making me less willing to play modern Minecraft. When I say modern Minecraft, by the way, I mean the updates in the last few years, like Caves and Cliffs, Trails and Tales, and that weird one that added useless junk like leaf litter. Now, for a bit of background about me, I actually didn't grow up playing Alpha Minecraft. I started playing on Pocket Edition in 2016, right when Pocket Edition was starting to get a lot more stuff added. Even though I was playing Pocket Edition and I wasn't able to access the more traditional versions of Minecraft, I was still aware of those versions because my favorite YouTubers played them. You see, in my formative years, I watched a plethora of educational and wholesome Minecraft YouTubers like Unspeakable Gaming and O9 Shark Boy. Okay, yeah, sorry. I didn't watch Stampy or Dan like you guys did.
Oh! It's a chicken. Not a chicken jockey, it's a spider jockey, whatever the heck those things are called.
I watched these YouTube videos, and I was aware of the older versions, but the idea of me playing them never really appealed to me. Not until a few years ago. Around 2022, something changed. Until recently, I didn't know what exactly caused it. Around that time, Minecraft just didn't seem as fun anymore, in creative or survival. And for a few years, I stopped playing almost completely. But this time, I'm gonna do something different. This time, I'm playing on 1.8. I spawned into the new world in the midst of a lovely dank swamp biome. I punched a tree and tried to ignore the broken textures just like I ignore all my real-life problems. I got some tools, found a cave, and upgraded to 1.8. I mined some coal. I was going at a slower pace than usual, but it didn't really feel like I should be rushing. My mind felt strangely clear. There wasn't 1,000 different things demanding my attention. I could just easily go from one objective to another. I started to wander through caves and forests, taking in the world around me and wondering what exactly made this version so different from modern Minecraft. Right off the bat, I started noticing all these little things in my 1.8 world. Little experiences or quirks of old Minecraft that I'd pretty much forgotten about because they simply don't generate as often anymore. Like the feeling of finding a rare ravine and knowing there'll be good ores in it, or swimming upstream in a cave because the underground waterfalls are pushing you back, or when you mine some iron and you get a block of ore. The winding, claustrophobic feeling of the old cave generation, the chaotic yet charming old block textures. At first, I thought it was these little things that made Minecraft feel so different. And it's definitely a part of it. I got used to the new caves and the new biome generation and the new structures over time, and I didn't even realize that there were other things that were disappearing. It was nice to encounter those little quirks and oddities again, but I don't think they're necessarily what made the difference between old and new Minecraft. Regardless of my feelings toward a specific update or time period, there is one thing that makes old Minecraft fundamentally different from new Minecraft. So after I fixed all the awful glitch textures on my 1.8 world, I started playing around and rediscovering what the game used to feel like. Above ground, the world generation was simple and plain, with only a few mobs, trees, and items. It was when I went below ground that I really started to understand. Let me set up a contrast so you can understand my experience. In a modern Minecraft world, from version 1.17 and on, you find a cave. There's 1,000 minor items in this cave, like the vines hanging from the ceiling, or the flowers on the floor, or the cave spikes that don't really serve any purpose other than looking cool. In just a basic, normal, entry-level cave, there's ores everywhere, the kind of luckiness you only used to get in a place like a ravine. There's so much to explore and so many little things to check out that it's all kind of overwhelming. In addition, it's so easy to get from one level to another. Who cares about the coal you found or that big vein of iron when there's a lava pool with diamonds just a few broken legs away? And just a little deeper, there's a whole nother cavern with ores and blocks and biomes and leaves and bushes and chests to be explored. There's so many mobs and so many different places to go, but at the same time, it's all in the same room and you're overwhelmed and you're freaking out and oh whoops, you're dead from the 20 skeletons that spawned in all at once. The end. I used to really like going caving. When the Caves and Cliffs update came out, I was really excited. But over the years, whenever I went into this humongous cavern, I just started to get really overwhelmed. When I ventured into that little cave in my 1.8 world, it was a very different experience. Everything was contained and blocked off, but at the same time, there were so many different routes you could go. You weren't experiencing every single Y level at the same time. You had time to smelt your ores, take in the cave around you, stock up on gear, and wonder how the heck that chicken managed to get to Y level 50. I didn't feel as overstimulated in those caves. I felt adventurous, like I was actually curious about what was lying behind the stone walls. Like there was more to caving than a wide cavern stocked with ores. Basically, I was getting really overstimulated in Minecraft's modern caves, but I didn't even realize that I was. It's just how things are now. And it's not just in the caves either. In modern Minecraft, there's always something for you to do. Something to grab your attention, some new features to get you interested in the game again. There's always a quest or achievement that's planned out with items you need to get and places you need to go. You're no longer master of an empty, open world with endless possibilities only you can dream up. There's always so many adventures modern Minecraft wants you to go on that you don't ever create one yourself. Now, obviously, Minecraft was never a completely open game. There was an objective to kill the Ender Dragon, and then you got to explore and fight other things along that predetermined path. But there was so little else in the game that it forced you to create your own stories. There were fewer structures or mini-adventures, and there wasn't just one right way to explore them. Minecraft back then wasn't so focused on exploring. It was on building and creating. In other words, making your own story, not the story of the game itself. Well, I've talked more about old Minecraft in this video than I have about new Minecraft, which is definitely not what I had planned. I'm kind of working up to the main message I want to share, and to do that, I need to introduce a video I watched just a few days ago. It's a video called Overwhelmed by Choice by Drew Gooden, best commentary YouTuber. Anyways, in the video, Drew Gooden talks about his experiences with Netflix, the streaming platform with the biggest inventory in the world and the most overwhelming homepage ever. He says that Netflix's expansive inventory gives you a lot of choices, but because of that sheer amount of choices, you don't actually end up choosing anything of value. He explains that having an oversupply of content can actually lead people to something called analysis paralysis, where they don't know what to choose because they're too overwhelmed by all the options. I was watching this video, and then I looked on my computer and I saw the Minecraft app in my taskbar, and I thought, is this why I get so overwhelmed by Minecraft nowadays? Is there just, frankly, too much to do? These days, when I spawn into a new world, it's like there's a million things just screaming at me. Do this, go here, fight that, and don't forget to beat the game as quickly as possible along the way. Oh, you want netherite? Well, be prepared to do 10 other things before you even get close. And who the heck even needs netherite when there's so many places to explore and a million new items that are almost completely useless being added for your enjoyment every 3 seconds? I'm a fan of simpler games. I don't learn new games easily, and if something looks too complicated, I'll just log off. And maybe that's what's slowly been happening with Minecraft over these past few years. One look at the creative mode inventory will show you just how much stuff has been added in the last 5 years. Whenever I play Minecraft now, even when I want to build like the game originally intended, I don't even know what materials to build with. Minecraft used to be a sandbox game where you could let your creativity shine and forge your own path instead of adhering to someone else's. It was about what you built, not what someone else did. Over the years, there have been so many updates, so many new items and mobs and biomes and side quests that we've kind of drifted away from that desire to create. When I look at my old worlds from years and years ago, I see towns and cities and monuments of my own creation. I created a story out of what I built, stories that I still remember today. Or sometimes I would think of an idea or a character or an adventure in my mind, and then I'd build it all from my imagination. And then, when I look at my worlds from the 2020s, it's all about me trying to get achievements, or beat a boss, or find a new biome. For years and years, I haven't been able to hold interest in a Minecraft survival world past Diamond Tools. Now, I wonder if I was facing my own form of analysis paralysis, where I was so overwhelmed by everything that I ended up doing nothing. There's beauty in simplicity, yes, but there's also freedom. There's a sense of adventure. The fundamental difference between modern and old Minecraft is that modern Minecraft gifts you with 1,000 new adventures, and old Minecraft encourages you to create that adventure yourself. In my 1.8 world, I emerged from the cave to a peaceful prairie. I spent the night in a little hole in the side of the hill. I crafted a boat and explored a swamp, but I came home quickly. I chopped down some trees and crafted wooden planks in my simple home, and then I went back out to the field and I started to build. I didn't feel the need to rush to the end of the game. I didn't feel the need to scour every cave. I just started to create, and that was enough.